Probably the worst morning I've had in quite some time. This is such a nice day to be out walking. It's so unbelievably wet. It's just been raining and raining and raining. This is so stunning. Wow, this is so deep now. This is so hard mentally right now. I probably wouldn't do the trail again. You just have to smile, because otherwise how would you cope with it? Hi, my name is Elli. I'm a long-distance hiker and backpacker. Enjoying a cup of coffee with a view is my absolute happy place. And this is Otto, an adopted stray dog, crisps lover, and the best hiking companion. Come join us as we explore the great outdoors, one trail at a time. Come join us for the second part of our hike of the Cumbria Way that saw us walking from Langdale to Carlisle. Good morning, everyone. We had a pretty good night's sleep, but as you can probably hear, it's still raining heavily. It's been raining for over 12 hours non-stop. There's so much rain. Everything is wet. There's water like pushing in from the grass underneath a little bit. I don't know. I don't even want to get up. It was supposed to be a bit drier this morning, but so far, yeah, it's just nothing. It just rains and rains and rains, and I don't even want to take the tent down because everything will be even more soaking wet. I don't even know what that means for today's hike, if that's even doable after all the rain. Yeah, I don't know. I have to check the map, and this is crazy. There's so much rain. This is one of those moments where I actually hate what I'm doing. Look at that. Everything is wet and damp. The sleeping bag, everything. And obviously the tent will not dry today, so I have to pack up a soaking wet tent with all the water weight, and then having to set it up again this evening, probably in the rain too, with everything even more damp. So yay! Oh, this is really what I hate about backpacking. I just had a coffee and a breakfast roll at the little cafe on the campsite, and on the door they printed out the mountain weather for today, and it's persistent rain all day. So yeah, this is crazy, but I don't want to stay here either, because the ground is just going to get more wet and water coming in. There's puddles, really deep puddles everywhere on the campsite, and yeah, I think I might just bite the bullet and take down the tent. This is going to be so horrible and so wet. Oh, look at that. There's just water coming in everywhere. Oh, and it just won't stop raining. Oh. I just set off from the campsite. Probably the worst morning I've had in quite some time while backpacking. There was such a big part of me that just wanted to stay there, but I would have had to move the tent anyway because the water was coming through. There are puddles everywhere. There's no signal, so I don't know. I just didn't feel like sitting in a wet tent in the rain all day either. I'm now heading towards Stake Pass. I asked the staff at the cafe on the campsite if this was doable in this weather and after all the rain, and they said I should be fine. So I'm just starting and see how I'm getting on. I want to go up and over the pass, at least to Borrowdale. There's a campsite there, or if things get better, or if the track's getting a bit easier after that, I want to try and get to Keswick tonight. Maybe, if it's not too expensive, get a room there if it's not fully booked up, which it probably is. But yeah, that's the plan for today, so let's go. I mean, there's at least one silver lining. At least it's not cold and it's not too windy yet. This definitely makes things a bit easier, if only a bit. In hindsight, I'm so happy that I didn't wild camp further up the valley. Yeah, because on the campsite it was already pretty bad with the ground being soaking wet and all the puddles, but I can't even imagine if the ground is already boggy anyway. I can't even imagine how that would have been. I would have had a horrible night probably. Really happy that I trusted my instinct and the weather service on that one. They're so cute. It's such a shame that there aren't a lot of views today, but from what I can see it really looks incredible. Wow. Ooh, okay, wow, this is crazy. Wow. Wow. Okay, wow. Ooh, it's so unbelievably wet. Wow. I mean, the day has only started, but this might be the wettest day for me in like a long time, or maybe ever. I don't know if you can see that, but I can, I think, see the trail going up there, and wow, it looks like there's water everywhere. I'm going to go there and take a look, but I think we might have to go back actually. Wow, this is crazy today. It's so wild. Ooh, I have to go up there. I'm so wet. Everything is just wet. Ooh. But I'm almost at the pass now, I think so. Yay! Ooh, wow, this is very deep and probably the hardest bit today. We've made it across. There were two other hikers and we basically helped each other cross it because it was really crazy. It came up over my knees, which is for river crossings obviously the line where it can get dangerous. So yeah, really happy that I got across. I hope I'm almost at the pass now, and I hope that this was the biggest stream for today. Wow, this is so deep now. Oh wow, it's been dry all week, so this is basically just the rain of the last 14-16 hours, which shows you how bad it's been raining. And honestly, this is so hard mentally, but there's no way out either. It's the same distance if I would go back, plus the scary river crossing, than to push on at this point. Maybe I shouldn't have done this hike today, but yeah, I was asking the rangers at the campsite and they told me it wouldn't be that bad, but obviously that's not to blame them in any way. They can't know the conditions for sure, and yeah, it was my own decision to hike, but this is so hard mentally right now, and probably in my top 3 of the hardest, worst days, because not just the rain, but everything, not having signal, not being able to check the weather if it's getting any drier, not having a room for the night to look forward to, then also more technical terrain. This is not easy by any means today. Wow. Whew. This is Stake Pass, and now it's all downhill from here. And believe it or not, the rain is even getting worse now. It's raining so heavily. at that. This is where I have to go down. Wow, this looks beautiful, but also very, very, very wet. Wow. I hope there are no more like really dangerous river crossings. I'm back down now and I'm walking to Borrowdale now, and apparently there's a pub with Wi-Fi, so yay, really happy to go there and check the weather, and most importantly check if I can get a room anywhere for tonight. Ooh, that would be incredible. It's so wet. This is really beautiful. In good weather this would be even more stunning. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I already know that I have to come back to see it in better weather. The next sketchy river crossing, but I just met a lady that just came through and she said that this would be the worst thing for today, like for the rest of this stretch. So yeah, I hope I can get through okay. Apparently it's only calf feet, she told me. This is so bad. It was supposed to be a bit drier this morning and early afternoon, but no, it's just been raining and raining and raining for almost 24 hours now. Oh, fuck. Wow, look at this. This would be so beautiful in sunny weather, but even now it's so majestic and wow, this is incredible. Oh, so proud of them. At least after today I'm very happy to report that the rain jacket I bought a couple of months ago is really great. I'm so happy with it. We've been hiking for 4 hours now. It's 1 p.m. and I'm almost in Borrowdale now. And yeah, I just want to go there, check if I can find a room anywhere in the area for tonight, and also get a hot tea, some chips. This has been so hard. This is wild. This is so wild. Look at how deep this is. This is crazy. Oh. Honestly, can't believe it. I can't believe it. I know I'm still smiling, but just because I'm so desperate. It's so crazy. You just have to smile, because otherwise, how would you cope with it? Whew, we've made it back to civilization. Ah no, the pub is actually closed. I can't believe it. Shit. Oh, that would have been so nice. But I think there's another pub in Borrowdale, maybe just another kilometer or so. It looks like there isn't a pub here, at least not one that's open today. I found a little tea room and got a coffee. Unfortunately, they didn't let us sit inside, even though there was no one there. But yeah, anyway, I don't know. I'm a bit annoyed. I mean, obviously, I get it that I'm completely soaked, Otto's completely soaked, but I even offered to dry him with the towel that I carry, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would understand it if it's like a really posh thing, but on the sign it says like it's a walker spa, so yeah, I don't know. They have this covered seating area, so yeah, it's okay to be out of the rain. But still, obviously, you start getting cold with all the wet gear, but it is what it is. I thought they might have Wi-Fi, which they also don't have. I don't want to be rude or anything, it's just, I don't know, I'm just a bit annoyed. So yeah, I think I might just have a coffee and some snacks and then hike on from here towards Keswick. Is a really hot day. Oh shit. Wow, this looks so beautiful now. Wow, look at that. It stopped raining, at least for a few minutes, for the first time in almost 24 hours. So happy that I finally get to enjoy some beautiful views. Look at that. This morning was quite tough and took us a long time, but now it should be easier walking along the lake. And now it's another 12 kilometers to Keswick, which is quite a lot. Somewhere along the way I hope to get signal and just check the weather and hopefully book a room. I don't have much hope because it's obviously the holidays, but maybe I'm lucky. Look at that. This is Derwent water. Wow, this looks so beautiful. I've made it back to civilization, or at least back to signal. And believe it or not, I just booked a hotel in Keswick for tonight. It's not in the town itself, but a little bit before reaching the town, which is even better. It's right on trail. It wasn't too expensive, and I don't know, I can't tell you how much this means and how happy I am just being able to go there, try all my stuff, have a rest, have a shower. This has been so hard, but now it's gotten a bit easier. I'm so happy. Only about half an hour to go until to the hotel. Oh my gosh, I made it. I'm so happy. Oh gosh. This was so hard, but I've made it. Good morning everyone, it's a new day and look at that. The sun is out, the rain finally stopped sometime in the middle of the night and I'm so happy. We had a really good night's sleep in the hotel and now I'm just walking the last couple of 100 meters into Keswick. I just had a great coffee and breakfast and now I'm just leaving Keswick and it's such a beautiful day. It's so sunny, but I don't think it will be very hot and it's a bit breezy, so I think it's the perfect hiking weather today and I'm so excited to get all the views when I'm a bit higher up and so happy and excited. Look at this scenery. This is incredibly beautiful. Wow. Wow, this is so beautiful. Wow. Wow, this is so gorgeous. All the colors, the green, the purple, heather. Wow, this is incredible. I'm so happy that I get to see this today in such glorious weather. This is Skeda House, a hostel in the middle of nowhere. And you can actually also camp in the garden of the hostel, which was my original plan for yesterday, but then obviously with all the rain and wind I didn't do that. Wow, this is just getting better and better. Look at this. This is so stunning and so vast and remote, and there are not a lot of people around, so it's really quiet. So far we've done almost 10 kilometers, and I think we're going to walk a little bit more level now, and then our last climb for today, and also to the highest point of the entire Cumbria Way, which is Pike. Really excited for the views up there. This is such a nice day to be out walking. The path is getting a bit more steep and more narrow. Ooh, quite steep, but I think we are almost at 500 meters now, and up there in just a few meters there's one of the few MBA bothies in England, which is Langley Hut, and yeah, I think we'll have another break there and then climb the last 150 meters to go up to Pike, which I still think is this one over there. Ooh, this is quite boggy now. Ooh, oh shit! You can see Langley Hut over there. Ooh. This was quite a steep climb up to Langley Hut, but now it's not long to the top of Pike, and after that it's all downhill from there, and only about 5 kilometers. So yeah, really nice. It's been a bit of a tougher day in the sun and with the steep climb, but it's been so beautiful, and I'm so happy that I finally get to see the Lake District and all the fells, and yeah, it's just been incredible. This is Pike over there, and at 658 meters, the highest point on the Cumbria Way. We've made it, our first Wainwright. Woo. This is so crazy. Ulverston, 27 miles this direction on the Pennine Way, which are right over there. Feels like coming full circle. We were there last year and now we're so close. Look at that. These are the Pennines over there. We just came down Pike, and it's only a short walk into Caldbeck. I think it's just under 2 miles, and I'm going to the campsite there tonight. Initially I wanted to wild camp up there near Langley Hut or Pike, but that would have left me with a really short day today and then a really long one. I think over 30 kilometers, 32 kilometers tomorrow, which is a bit of a shame. I really wanted to wild camp the Cumbria Way. It didn't really work out because we had to stop in the beginning when Otto wasn't feeling great, but otherwise I would have done that. Just 1 minute before the store closed, and look at that, I got a vegan ice cream. So excited to have that, and then only a couple of 100 meters to the campsite. I've made it to the campsite, And this is my spot for tonight. It's right on the Cumbria Way. There's a bench. It was a bit of a tough day, some good climbing, but I'm so happy that we've made it here, that I got to the store like 1 minute before it closed to get a lemonade and some crisps. And now I'm going to make a coffee, even though it's already 6:30, but yeah. Coffee is always a must for me to basically finish off the day and then start dinner, rest a little bit, enjoy some sunshine, and perfect. This is my dinner for tonight. Some whole grain couscous, dehydrated veggies, soy chunks for protein, some sun-dried tomatoes, and I added a little bit of oil. Only one day left to go, only about 15-16 miles to walk into Carlisle tomorrow, and then taking the train back to the car. Today has been a really nice day. It's been incredible having the views, and the stretch reminded me a bit of the Pennines too, with all the heather and rolling hills, and it's just been so beautiful. I'm really happy that we had such great weather, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning everyone. On the last day of the Cumbria Way, we just set off from the campsite. We had a really good night. It was mild, it was a bit breezy, but not too much. There was no rain. I could pack up a dry tent, which is always the best thing ever. We are starting the day by a walk through this beautiful little woodland. Apparently there is a diversion in place because of a landslide earlier this year, but I talked to the lady that runs the campsite and she told me that it would be fine to go through the area. Apparently it has been cleared. It's just a bit muddy and it's still closed, but apparently locals go through, and that's what we're doing because that avoids quite a bit of detour walking through fields, and apparently that's even more muddy. So I think I'm doing that. Apparently this is the area. Oh, but apparently people have walked through here. I'm back on the path. It was a bit muddy and a bit of a scramble over the fallen trees and over the roots, but I'm happy that I didn't do the really long detour because it was just 150 meters, so totally fine. And now a good path again. And of course, whenever we're around farmland, there's some shooting noises. Oh shit. Oh, Otto's so afraid. Oh, look at that, he's shaking, just wants to go hide somewhere. Oh. This is just always the biggest problem when we're hiking around farmland. There's just always some kind of shooting noise. I don't know if that's things to scare away birds from crops, or I don't know if they're shooting some animals. I don't know. There's always some sort of shooting noise. Oh, this is so bad. That's like my biggest fear, hearing that when hiking. Only about 1.5 kilometers until we get to Ulverston, and I think there's a cafe there and a co-op, and yeah, really excited to have a break there, have a coffee there. I just had a coffee and beans on toast as my lunch, and now I'm on the last 6.5 kilometers to Carlisle to finish the trail. And if I'm completely honest, I'm kind of happy that it's over. This feels like a really bad thing to say, but I don't know, it's somehow was quite tough. Not really the terrain, but mentally there were just so many obstacles. I don't know, maybe they seem kind of insignificant to most people, but I don't know, sometimes you're just not in the best like mental space, and probably it was that, I don't know, but I felt like there were so many obstacles, like starting out in the heat, then Otto not feeling great, having to pause and restart, then having this horrible day of rain, getting completely soaked with sketchy river crossings, not being able to get any views. It just felt more draining than it normally would have been, a bit tougher, to the point where now I think, okay, I'm kind of happy that we've made it, and yeah, to just rest for a day or two. I don't know, sometimes I guess it's just like that. Not every hike is always the best hike, not even because of the terrain, but because of like circumstances around it. Obviously this is nothing about the trail itself. It's a beautiful trail, there's so many beautiful areas to explore. I really love the Lake District, even though there were not that many views on one day, but whenever I saw something it was just incredibly beautiful, and I'm so happy that I got to see it. I think what also played a role in that, or how I felt about the trail, was that I was, I don't know, kind of sad or annoyed that it was different than expected, or different than I had planned. I'd envisioned all these beautiful white camps, and then obviously with our change of itinerary, and then things didn't really fit, because obviously I still want to have enough time to do the coast to coast. I mean, obviously I'm happy that we pushed through and that we completed another trail, but still there's this like nagging feeling, okay, this wasn't maybe your best hike. But overall it's a really great trail. I feel like it's a great introduction into the Lake District. It's mostly on good path, it's easy to follow, it's hard to really get lost, but I definitely would take a map for the Cumbria Way or the GPX track on your phone, just for a bit easier navigation, because there are not that many signposts for the Cumbria Way itself. So now to the conclusion. Did I like the trail? Would I do it again? I really like the trail. It goes through some very, very beautiful areas. But, and that's probably a first for me, I probably wouldn't do the trail again. Not because I didn't like it, but because I think if you want to explore the Lake District, and if you're short on time, only have a couple of days, and you're thinking about doing the Cumbria Way because of that, I think there are better ways to explore the Lake District, in my opinion. Just from looking on the map and seeing the areas, there are so many interesting areas, there are so many trails and footpaths. I would definitely recommend plotting your own route through the Lake District, because that's, in my opinion, one of the downsides of the Cumbria Way, that the first day and the last day, so depending on how fast you're walking, that's 1/3 of the way, doesn't even go through the Lake District National Park. So I feel like if you're short on time, you're losing a bit of time on a walk like this through the outskirts of Carlisle, or going through farmland, which is not that inspiring all the time. But instead you could use these 2 days and just do some more hiking in the Lake District. Because once you're in the Lake District National Park, it's just, depending on how fast you're walking, it's about 3 days, and then you're like, it's been so nice, I really wanted to see more, but now it's already over and it's through farmland. It's not that special, like I feel bad for saying that, but you know what I mean. It's just something that's not that outstanding, like the Lake District area. If you want to see the Lake District but you're maybe a bit time restricted, maybe don't do the Cumbria Way, but just do a little bit like the middle section of the Cumbria Way, and then explore a bit more of the Lake District instead. I'm just walking into Carlisle. This is the cathedral, and look at that, it looks so interesting. I don't know the date that it dates back from, but very likely medieval times. I just read that this building, like the cathedral itself, dates from the 13th century, but even before that there was an Augustinian priory from the 12th century even. And I also read that there's even archaeological remains from the Vikings and also the Roman era. It's a really interesting site. Look at that. This is so cute. Wow. This looks so cool. This is the Market Cross and apparently the official end of the Cumbria Way.